Hello, and welcome to the First Line Supervisor cohort program. Today we're going to be reviewing information systems and what it entails for any organization to use technology. So, information technology is everywhere in business. You might not even realize it, but you might already be working with a lot of IT driven processes, as well as once you finish in this program, you might walk right into an IT type position for the organization that you're looking to get into. So IT is basically everywhere. Just a few years back, everything was handled still manually for the most part, and still is in some parts of the country. Here, we tend to be more IT driven than other regions, but there's a big drive of IT being integrated in the workplace, regardless of the industry that you go into. And that's what we will be covering throughout the next few weeks. What tools you need in order to be able to drive that. So, to give you an idea, the benefits of IT are not only for IT organizations. Customer service, for example, 70% of customer service across the different organizations profit from IT driven resources and processes. Finance, about 50%, sales and marketing about 42%, and IT operations, as well as operations management, about 39%. So you get the idea. Everyone profits when we are more IT driven, again, in any kind of industry or any kind of organization. And information technology also has a lot of benefits to companies, and that's why companies are very driven to integrate it. So it reduces cost and improves productivity by 80%. That's a lot of cost reduction. It improves customer service satisfaction and loyalty. So customers do want an IT driven organization, such as the Amazons of the world, that can get you products quickly and efficiently because they are very IT driven. Creating competitive advantages is about 60% of the drive of having an IT driven organization. And it generates growth for about 54%. So, in order to become more global, more efficient, more competitive in this world, you need to be IT driven. Now, every organization, and you might have seen this in other courses, has a number of departments that work with one another. So, whether it's accounting, human resources, marketing, operations management, production, finance, sales, management information systems itself. And so they are all integrated by a larger information systems management. So organizations are typically operated by functional areas or functional silos, as we call them. And so, for example, if your plant that you're working at needs to hire more employees to keep up the supply and demand of the products you're producing at the moment, so they will go to human resources, and human resources will then go to accounting to check on what the budget is, and accounting will in turn go to marketing to see what the production is going to be or expected sales are going to be for the next year, and whether we can afford to have a budget for additional employees. So as you can see, many different departments are interacting with one another throughout typical day-to-day programs that they implement. And so this is all driven by information technology. And information technology is an important enabler of the business success and innovation of a company. So we usually refer to management information systems as MIS. And MIS is basically the application of people, technologies, and procedures to solve business problems. So, at Kaiser, where I worked for a number of years, for example, when I first started, we went all paperless. So that meant that we had no drawers, nowhere to store reports or mail or anything else. We wanted everything scanned and into some kind of database so that we can access it electronically and share it electronically. And lucky for me, I was just coming in, so I was new to the job. I didn't mind it, but a lot of people had a hard time switching over from regular tasks of doing it by reading paper as opposed to doing everything electronically. But Kaiser is very driven to do things electronically, and they have a huge IT department that drives the organization. So they've done very well over the years because of this, and stayed ahead of the game. Now, when you begin to learn more about information systems, you do want to know some key terms. So data, informations, and business intelligence, for example, are technology to collect and present information. IT resources are going to be things like your equipment, your network, your hardware, your software. And IT cultures are going to be more about your human achievement in IT. Now, one strong IT resource widely used across many organizations is Excel software. So I would highly recommend you getting acquainted with Excel if you're not already, and maybe looking up some of the tutorials on YouTube, such as Sally Caselli's 30-minute Excel tutorial, or many of the other more advanced or more basic YouTubes that teach you Excel in just a few minutes, just so that you become well acquainted as you'll need it throughout the course. Welcome again, and hope you enjoy the next few weeks. Thanks.